Hey there. Day day 6? Could it be day 6 or is it only day 5? I won't know until I go and upload and I see the previous. Here's Puppy. Here's Mr. Mister. I've only been here this is my 3rd day here. I got here Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've got 2 weeks ahead of me of being here, um, which is going to be fine. It's such a comfortable house. What has me feeling at odds is just the cosmic and astrological energy that's at play behind the scenes right now. It's the kind of thing like, you make yourself informed, you become educated, you learn about something that you didn't know about before, and then all of a sudden, everything that thing is just kind of surrounds you and permeates the air. And, if I didn't know anything about astrology or astronomy or whatever, all the spiritual stuff I'm into, would life be simpler? Is lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, does that make life simpler? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Because if I didn't have this idea in my head that there was an eclipse yesterday and that there's been these huge solar flares coming off of the sun, and if I didn't know those two things, but if I also didn't know all of the hyperbole that goes along with these ideas or these facts, there's a whole dialogue of information that says, oh yeah, solar flares, man, that has effect on the human body and on your brain and on your soul. And so now that I've heard that and I think about that, wow, that was weird, because there's that tree right there and this tree over here, they look golden in my screen here. They haven't turned golden yet. That's just evening light hitting it. So all of the ideas that whoever came up with these ideas wrote out and put on the internet, and everybody starts spreading it around. You say, oh yeah, man, solar flares, protect your crown chakra, you're going to get fried. And then the day comes, oh yeah, and there were solar flares yesterday. Oh, and there was an eclipse yesterday, and I don't feel good today. Is it because I believe in what I heard that could make me, have an effect? Maybe. Or is it really true? If I didn't know that information, would I have felt weird today? It wasn't like I felt discouraged from doing anything today. I just don't feel like it. Physically, well, it was partly I didn't sleep good last night. Yeah, I had some late night kind of, I won't say excitement, but just, mental stuff going on. And I decided to play with tarot cards and do some other stuff. I did some channeling last night. I actually channeled my dad, who I knew his birthday was coming up. His birthday is tomorrow, October 5th. But I hadn't been thinking about him a lot. And then all of a sudden, in the tarot card reading I was doing, he popped in. It was like, don't forget about me. So I did a channeling session with him, and I'm going to do another one tonight if I have the energy. And then this dog, the first night, what's his name? Donner. The first night, so I'm sleeping in one of the upstairs bedrooms, guest room, and nice big bed. And it's really high off the ground. It's like, this high next to him. And he looked at it, because the owners had said, he'll sleep with you. He'll get in bed and sleep with you, if that's okay with you. I said, sure. But he looked at that big bed like it was too big. He couldn't get, like he didn't think he could do it. And they said that they thought he might not be able to get up in that bed. So the first night he slept in his doggy bed, just a cushion thing on the floor. It didn't look really comfortable. But I don't know. He's kind of bony, and he changes position a lot. And okay, my mind is drifting. I am drifting. I am drifting. Come back in. Come back in. Finish the story. So anyway, last night he didn't even pause. He just came right in the room, and he was up on top of the bed. But here's the thing. He lays down right in the middle of it. And it's only like a double-sized bed. It's not that big of a mattress. I was like, dude, you got to move over. I was like pushing him. I had to push him over several times through the night. Excuse me, itchy nose. Anyway, okay. But the readings I did, plus him taking up the bed, I just didn't sleep that good. It was probably 4 o'clock before I really got to sleep. And then I thought, well, this morning after his walk, after breakfast and everything, he'll take a nap and I'll take a nap. But I had to go out and do an errand, and by the time I got home, I wasn't tired, which was weird. And I was really excited this morning because there were these great clouds, these clouds. I don't know where they came from. There's no storms or anything around. There were very high clouds. And when I was driving through one of the nearby cities, I'm going to do something for fun in a second. How many minutes are we up to? 7 minutes. When I was driving in one of the nearby cities, the position of the sun behind these clouds shining through, it looked like what they would do with animation in a cartoon movie to illustrate a solar flare. I mean, it was like the sun was magnified coming through these clouds, and it was shooting out rays, and it was really neat looking. And I can't let something like that go by. And I get my camera out, and I'm like one hand on the steering wheel, and I'm like looking around, make sure I'm going straight. And the other hand, I'm going like this out the windshield. And then I get home and I go, oh my God, I'm going to have such good pictures of this because it was so amazing. The pictures didn't come out that good. And I even tried to edit them, and they didn't pop the way I wanted them to. Okay. Oh yeah, what was I going to do? Okay. I wish I could get him to do this with me, but we'll see. Oh God. Okay. Careful, dude. Okay, I'm not really getting to a point about anything. I think I said a lot, and I'm going to just stop this because your time is valuable, and if you took the time to watch this, thank you. I appreciate it. You're helping me do something to create a legacy for my grandkids so they'll have something to look at. Oh, I know what I was going to also add in, that thing to talk about. One of my 66er friends yesterday asked me to watch a show on Netflix, and I did. And then he said, well, let me know when you've watched it. I've got questions for you. So he gave me some questions, and very deep analytical questions. And I made a video for him talking about my answers to his questions. But then it got me thinking about some of the things I talked about to him. I was trying to think of where the source information was, like if I had any documentation, like any old emails or documents I might have written. And I ended up going into my blog and reading things that I wrote back in like 2005. Can you believe we were alive in 2005 and the internet was a big thing back then, and blogging was a big thing, blogging with words, typing words. I used to be a really good writer. I used to really care about writing, and I used to think really clearly when I would write. I still do, but it's not, I don't have the same fervor for it that I used to have. But that was fun to look through some of those old things. I couldn't find what I was looking for, but some interesting memories. And I just impressed myself by how good my quality of my writing used to be. And it kind of made me wish I would get serious about it again. Maybe someday that could happen. Wow, ton of topics. Okay, this is it. 10 minutes and 3 seconds.